The champagne flute shattered against the marble floor, its golden liquid pooling like tears as Winona Thorne's laughter echoed through the opulent ballroom. "Look at her, everyone. The maid who thinks she belongs here." Winona sneered, her voice slicing through the crowd like a knife. But in that moment Jamie's eyes met hers, not with shame, but with a quiet fire that ignited something deep within Winona's guarded heart. Jamie Rodriguez wiped the sweat from her brow, the humid New York summer clinging to her skin like an unwelcome embrace. She had been working for Winona Thorne for 6 months now, scrubbing floors, folding linens, and catering to the whims of one of Manhattan's most notorious socialites. Winona was the epitome of old money, heiress to a tech empire, with a penthouse overlooking Central Park that screamed excess. Jamie, on the other hand, was a 28-year-old immigrant from a small town in Texas, sending every penny back to her ailing mother. She never complained. The job paid well, and in a city that chewed up dreams, it was a lifeline. But tonight was different. Winona had cornered her in the kitchen that afternoon, her designer heels clicking sharply on the tile. "Jamie, darling," she purred, her green eyes glinting with mischief. "I want you to come to my party tonight. As my guest." Jamie had blinked, confused. Guests? She was the help, not the company. But Winona insisted, even handing her a borrowed dress from her closet. A simple black number that hugged Jamie's curves in a way that made her feel exposed. The party was in full swing by 8 p.m. The Thorne penthouse alive with laughter, clinking glasses, and the hum of string quartets. Celebrities, influencers, and business moguls mingled under crystal chandeliers. Jamie hovered on the edges, clutching a glass of water, feeling like an intruder. That's when Winona made her move. Spotting Jamie near the buffet, she sauntered over, her entourage in tow, friends like Victoria, the sharp-tongued lawyer, and Marcus, the playboy investor. "Oh, look who's here," Winona announced loudly, drawing eyes. "My little maid, Jamie. Isn't she adorable in that dress? Tell them, Jamie. How do you manage to clean my toilets and still look so quaint?" The room tittered, a wave of condescending chuckles rippling out. Jamie's cheeks burned, but she held her ground. "I work hard, Miss Thorne, just like anyone else." Winona leaned in, whispering so only Jamie could hear. "That's right, and don't forget your place." But as the night wore on, something shifted. Winona found herself glancing back at Jamie, who hadn't fled in tears as expected. Instead, Jamie chatted quietly with a waiter, her smile genuine, her laughter soft. It irked Winona. Why wasn't she crumbling? By midnight, the humiliation plan backfired spectacularly. Victoria, ever the instigator, spilled red wine on Jamie's dress accidentally, cooing apologies that dripped with sarcasm. The crowd watched, waiting for the breakdown. Jamie excused herself to the bathroom, fighting back hot tears. She stared at her reflection, the stain blooming like a wound. "Why did I come?" she muttered. But then the door opened and Winona slipped in, locking it behind her. "Jamie, that wasn't supposed to." Winona's voice cracked, her usual poise fracturing. For the first time, Jamie saw vulnerability in those emerald eyes. "Supposed to what? Make me the punchline." Jamie shot back, her voice steady despite the hurt. Winona stepped closer, the air thick with unspoken tension. "I don't know why I did it. Maybe because you see through me. Everyone else kisses up, but you just work with that quiet strength." Their faces were inches apart, breaths mingling. Winona's hand brushed Jamie's arm, sending a jolt through both. It was electric, forbidden, a spark neither had anticipated. The next morning, Jamie arrived at work expecting dismissal. Instead, Winona was in the kitchen brewing coffee awkwardly. "About last night," Winona began, her voice soft. "I'm sorry. Truly." Jamie nodded, wary. But over the following weeks, apologies turned to conversations. Winona shared stories of her lonely childhood, her parents' divorce, the pressure of inheritance. Jamie opened up about her mother's illness, her dreams of becoming a writer deferred by necessity. Their bond deepened subtly. Late-night talks in the library, shared lunches on the terrace. Winona found herself canceling social events to oversee household tasks, really just to be near Jamie. One evening, as rain pattered against the windows, Winona confessed, "I've never felt this way about anyone. Not like this. Jamie's heart raced. She had felt it too, the pull, the warmth. But class divided them like a chasm. What about your world? I'm just the maid. Winona reached for her hand. You're more than that to me. Their first kiss was tentative, under the glow of city lights, a promise of something real amid the facade. Yet whispers began. Victoria noticed Winona's distractions, the lingering glances. Darling, slumming it with the help? How quaint. Winona brushed it off, but doubt crept in. Was this real or just rebellion? As weeks turned to months, the secret blossomed into a hidden romance. Winona and Jamie stole moments in the shadows of the penthouse, whispered confessions in the laundry room, stolen kisses in the elevator. Winona, at 32, had always dated men publicly, maintaining her image as the eligible heiress. But with Jamie it was different, raw, honest. Jamie's touch grounded her, her laughter a balm to Winona's chaotic life. They ventured out cautiously. A disguised walk in Central Park, hands brushing accidentally on purpose. Tell me about Texas, Winona would say, curled on the couch after hours. Jamie painted pictures of dusty ranches, family barbecues, the ache of leaving it all. I came here for a better life, but I found you. Winona's heart swelled. She gifted Jamie a notebook, encouraging her writing dreams. But cracks appeared. Winona's social circle demanded her presence at galas, fundraisers. At one such event without Jamie, Marcus cornered her. You've been distant. Is there someone? Winona laughed it off, but Victoria's eyes narrowed. She had seen Jamie leaving the penthouse late one night. The betrayal came swiftly. Victoria, jealous of Winona's shifting priorities, perhaps harboring unspoken feelings herself, dug into Jamie's background. She uncovered Jamie's immigration status. Her visa was expiring soon, renewed only through employment. Victoria confronted Winona privately. She's using you, Winona. For money, for status. Wake up. Winona recoiled. That's not true. But seeds of doubt took root. That night, she questioned Jamie harshly. Is this about the green card? My money. Jamie's face crumpled. How could you think that? I love you, Winona. Not your wallet. Tears flowed, but Winona, armored by privilege, pushed her away. I need space. Jamie retreated to her tiny apartment in Queens, heartbroken. Days blurred into a haze of missed calls and unanswered texts. Winona threw herself into work, attending parties with forced smiles, but the emptiness gnawed. She missed Jamie's warmth, her insight. Then the high society rumor mill exploded. Victoria leaked the story anonymously to a tabloid. Heiress's scandalous affair with Maid, exploitation or true love? Paparazzi swarmed the penthouse. Winona's board members called emergency meetings. Her image was tarnished. This could ruin us, her advisor warned. In the midst of chaos, Jamie's mother called from Texas. Her health had worsened, needing expensive treatment. Jamie jobless now, Winona had let her go in a fit of anger, scraped together savings, but it wasn't enough. Desperate, she considered reaching out, but pride held her back. Winona, scrolling through old photos, realized her mistake. Victoria's evidence was twisted. Jamie had never asked for anything. Guilt consumed her. She drove to Queens unannounced, pounding on Jamie's door in the rain. Please open up. I was wrong. Jamie answered, eyes red-rimmed. You humiliated me again, Winona. In front of the world. Winona fell to her knees. I know. But I love you. Let me make it right. They talked through the night, forgiveness tentative but growing. Winona promised change. No more secrets, no more games. Together they faced the storm. Winona held a press conference, owning her truth. I'm in love with Jamie Rodriguez. She's not my maid, she's my partner. The world gasped, but support trickled in from unexpected places. LGBTQ+ advocates, fans of authenticity. Yet challenges persisted. Jamie's visa loomed. Winona hired lawyers, but bureaucracy dragged. And Victoria spurned plotted further, spreading lies about Jamie's intentions online. The climax hit like a hurricane. Jamie's mother was hospitalized, bills mounting. Winona wired funds anonymously, but Jamie discovered it. I don't want your pity, she argued. It's not pity, it's love, Winona insisted. They reconciled, but tension simmered. Victoria escalated. She contacted immigration, tipping them off about Jamie's unstable employment. Agents showed up at Jamie's apartment, questioning her status. Panic set in. "They're deporting me," Jamie sobbed into Winona's arms. Winona mobilized her resources, top lawyers, connections in D.C. But the process was grueling, hearings filled with scrutiny. "Is this relationship genuine or a convenience?" the judge probed. Winona testified passionately. "Jamie changed my life. She taught me humility, love without conditions." Meanwhile, public opinion swung. A viral video of Winona defending Jamie at a gala. "Love isn't about status, it's about souls connecting," garnered millions of views. Supporters rallied, petitions circulated. But detractors, fueled by Victoria's whispers, called it a PR stunt. In a moment of doubt, Jamie considered leaving voluntarily. "I don't want to drag you down." Winona refused. "We're in this together." Their love deepened amid adversity, nights spent planning, dreaming of a future. The turning point came at a charity event Winona hosted. Victoria attended, smug. But Winona confronted her publicly. "You betrayed me out of jealousy. But I forgive you, because holding grudges isn't worth it." Victoria stormed out, her influence waning. The immigration ruling favored them. Jamie's visa extended, path to citizenship opened, thanks to Winona's advocacy and proof of genuine relationship. Relief washed over them. But drama lingered. Jamie's writing took off. A short story about class and love, inspired by their saga, got published in a literary magazine. Winona beamed with pride. "You're the star now." As autumn leaves fell in Central Park, they walked hand in hand, no disguises. "Marry me," Winona whispered impulsively. Jamie laughed. "In this crazy world?" "Yes." Their engagement announcement made headlines, not for scandal but for hope. Friends reconciled. Even Victoria sent a reluctant apology note. Yet the story wasn't all roses. Jamie's mother recovered, but the experience humbled Winona further. She started a foundation for immigrant workers, channeling her wealth into change. With engagement rings glinting, Winona and Jamie navigated wedding plans amid New York's bustling energy. Venues debated. A quiet rooftop or grand ballroom. They chose intimate. A ceremony in the penthouse garden, symbolizing their roots. Conflicts arose. Winona's estranged father resurfaced, disapproving. "This lifestyle choice, it's not Thorne legacy." Winona stood firm. "Love is my legacy." Jamie's family flew in, warm but wary of the opulence. Her mother, frail but smiling, hugged Winona. "You saved us. But more, you love my daughter." Pre-wedding jitters hit. Jamie doubted. "What if I'm not enough for your world?" Winona reassured. "You're my world." A couple's retreat in the Hamptons strengthened them. Beach walks, honest talks about fears. Victoria's final betrayal. She sold a tell-all to a gossip site, twisting facts. Heiress duped by gold digger Maid. Lawsuits flew, but the damage stung. Jamie broke down. "Why can't they see us as people?" Winona countered with action. She invited journalists for an exclusive. "Our story is about breaking barriers." The piece went viral, humanizing them. Public sympathy shifted. Donations poured into Winona's foundation. The wedding day dawned bright. Vows exchanged under a floral arch. "In humiliation I found humility. In you I found home," Winona said. Jamie. "From servant to soulmate, you showed me love transcends labels." Honeymoon in California. Big Sur drives, ocean views. They discuss futures, adoption, Jamie's novel. Back in NYC, life normalized. Winona stepped back from socialite duties, focusing on philanthropy. Jamie's book deal came through. Made to Measure. A semi-autobiographical tale of love against odds. Years passed. They adopted a daughter, Mia, from foster care, echoing Jamie's roots. Challenges. Parenting strains, career balances. But their bond held, a testament to resilience. One evening, watching Mia play, Winona reflected. "That party was meant to break you, but it built us." Jamie smiled. "And stunned everyone, including us." As Mia grew, the family flourished in a brownstone they bought together. Less ostentatious, more homey. Winona's business thrived ethically. Jamie's writing career soared, her novels exploring queer love and social justice. Echoes of past drama resurfaced occasionally. A documentary about their story aired, portraying the humiliation party as a pivotal moment. It was cruel, Winona admitted on camera, but it led to truth. Viewers connected, inspiring others to come out. Victoria faded from their lives, finding her own path. Perhaps therapy, redemption. Winona sent her a book. Forgiveness is freedom. In quieter moments, they revisited the penthouse, now a vacation spot. Remember that bathroom? Jamie teased. Winona laughed. Where it all changed. Their love, once hidden, became a beacon. Pride parades, they marched me on shoulders. Love wins, banners read. The end came not in tragedy but quiet grace. Decades later, on a Texas porch, Jamie's childhood home restored. They sat hand in hand watching sunsets. Mia, grown, visited with her own family. Winona, hair silvered, whispered. From a party prank to this, stunned everyone, huh? Jamie nodded. And touched hearts, including ours. Their story, whispered in books and memories, embodied humanity. That from betrayal blooms forgiveness, from division, unity. In America's melting pot, two women proved love's power to heal, to humanize.